Good morning. We'll start session 2 on chapter statistics. So as we discussed, there are three formulas in mean to calculate, that is by direct method, first one, assumed mean method and step deviation method. Usually children in the exam, sometimes they ask you do it by a particular method, or a sum is given and you have to choose an appropriate method to find. So it is left to you. Totally in the exercise, the first exercise, so there are 9 examples, 9 questions given. We will solve at least 4 to 5 sums with each method. That is, I'll solve one sum with direct method, one with assumed mean, one with step deviation. One example I'll give you, and remaining are going to be the homework, so that it will be a good practice for you to understand how to apply these methods and solve. So the very first sum. And we know that direct method is usually used when the given data is very small numbers, easy for us to calculate. The first one, a survey was conducted by a group of students as a part of their environment awareness program, in which they collected the following data regarding the number of plants in 20 houses in the locality. Total number is 20. Find the mean number of plants. Which method did you use to find the mean and why? Now always when data is given, write it in this manner. Okay. So here number of plants is nothing but your class interval. So class interval is from 0 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 12, and 12 to 14. Number of houses is your F, frequency 1, 2, 1, 5, 6, 2, 3. Tabular column is always required. So as soon as you draw and plan what you want, do not fill your whole page with these two only. So decide which method you want to do this. Okay, first of all, since the data is very small, class interval is small, number of house frequencies is very small, we will do this by direct method. So since we are doing this by direct method, what do you want in direct method? Look at the formula. When you look at the formula, if you want to write here, mean by direct method, I will write by direct method, because reason also we will give here, because numerical values of Fi, and I have to find the midpoint, right, and Xi are very small. Okay, so mean is equal to sigma Fi Xi divided by sigma Fi. Let us see, do we have everything? First of all, I require sigma Fi. I need not add because it is already given that there are 20 plants. Sigma Fi, sum of the frequencies is 20. What else I want? I want Fi and Xi. Fi is there. Okay, this is Fi. What is Xi? Xi is nothing but the class mark. What is class mark? Midpoint of the class interval 0 to 2. How to find the midpoint actually is lower, this is called as a lower limit, this is called as lower limit, upper limit. Lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. So obviously it is 1. Here it is very simple. Just see, I'll show you. Lower limit plus upper limit. 4 plus 2, 6. 6 divided by 2, 3. Right? Understood how? This is how we actually find. So here it is actually very simple. Orally we can calculate this. So 9, this is 10, and this is, 9, this is 10, this is 11, this is 13. Okay. What do you want? Fi Xi, sigma. Next box will be sigma, it's not sigma, Fi into Xi. 1 into 1, 1. Isn't the multiplication very simple here? 2 3s are 6. 5 ones are 5, 7 fives are 35, 9 sixes are 54, 11 twos are 22, 13 threes are 39. So when you add this, sigma fi xi is equal to, you get 162. Okay, substitute 162 divided by 2. 2 tens are, 2 eights are 16, 2 ones are. Mean is equal to 8.1. That is the answer. So what is this 8.1? These are number of plants planted, right? Answer, mean of this, what you have given here is mean, you can just give the answer. So children, this is how you find it by direct method. That means you should know the formula. Based on the formula, you will come to know what columns you require here. Okay? We'll go to the next sum now. From the next sum onwards, they have not given anything. They have just given the data and use appropriate method to find. So I am using assumed mean. So there is no hard and fast rule to use that method. But what we will do is one method I will teach. Later it is up to you which method you want to apply. So all calculations by yourself. No use of calculators here. Try practicing using manual calculations because in examinations you will not have any calculators. Right? So we'll start with the next one. Second one. Consider the following distribution table of wages of 50 workers of a factory. Daily wages. This is your class interval. 100 to 120, 120 to 140, 140 to 160, 160 to 180 and 180 to 200. Next you have number of workers. This is Fi 12, 14, 8, 6, 10. Now see here, see class mark is common for everything. Let's finish class mark also. Then I'll tell you what. Class mark is Xi. 100 plus 120. Actually, if you go to see, 100 plus 120 will be 220. 220 divided by 2 will be 110. This is how you actually, but here since it is very simple, we can even do it orally. 130, 150, 170 and 190. Just imagine you have to multiply, okay, 110 is there but fine, but still 130 into 14, 150 into 18, 170, 190. So numbers are quite big. I must say that your Fi and Xi values are quite big. So we will not use here direct method. You can use children, answer will be same. We will use here by assumed mean method. First of all, let me have a tabular column. That is very, very important. So, sigma Fi, let me have the calculation. They have already given 50 workers. So, this is 50 here. By assumed mean method. You have to mention what method you are using. Therefore, assumed mean is equal to. Assumed mean we always choose from the class mark. How to choose? Middlemost term. Okay. Assume that the terms are like this. For example, I will write 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210. These are the terms. Okay. So that means you got two numbers in between. So do not take 150 plus 170 divided by 2 also you can do. Choose anyone. Either choose this or choose this. It's up to you. Okay. That is one method, children. In case if the numbers are like this, that is one method of choosing assumed mean. In case you don't want to do that, 150 plus 170 divided by 2. take the average of this and 2. Both are same, but answer will come in point, or if it doesn't come in point, whatever. But this is how you actually do it. In between of this you have to choose, or just choose 150 or 170. Left to you. Okay. So assumed mean, we'll choose this as 50. Usually, rule wise, it is the middlemost term what we choose from the class mark. Now, which formula I want to use? I want to use it by this method, assumed mean method, right? Formula. Mean is equal to, write the formula first, A plus sigma Fi di upon sigma Fi. Now, what is di? How do you calculate di? Di is nothing but xi minus a, right? Each di is xi minus a. Okay, what is my next column after that? After that is Fi di. Now do you understand how do you remember the table? You can remember the table only if you have the formula. If you have the formula, according to the formula, you remember the table. Very simple. Now let's do it here quickly. Di is equal to xi individually. 110 minus 150. Individually we do it actually. Okay, here, this part. So answer will be, so A is 150. We already know it here. Need not write that again here. So answer, whatever you get, you have to write. Answer is minus 40. 130 minus 150. Answer is minus 20. 150 minus 150. If you want for one sum, I'll show here, children. Di, that is equal to 110 minus 150 is equal to minus 40. Just for one sum, I'll show you this part. Okay. 130 minus 150 is equal to minus 20. 150 minus 150 is equal to 0. 170 minus 150 is equal to 20. And 190 minus 150 is equal to 40. This is how you get it. Keep it as it is, what you have got. So from next sum onwards, I will not show this. Only for the first sum, for your reference, I have shown. What do I want now? Fi into di. Where is Fi? This is Fi into di. 12 fours are 48 minus 480. 14 twos are 28 minus 280. 0 into 8, 0. 6 twos are 12, 120. 40 into 4, 400. What is my last one? Sigma Fi di is equal to, I'll just give the calculation here, then I will come in. So minus 480 minus 280, what you get? Minus 760 you get. Just add these two. 400 plus 120 you get 520. How much you get? 240. Minus 240. Okay? That you should know here. So answer is minus 240. Okay? Very clear? Let us substitute. Shall I erase this, children, this one part, because I require here to solve it. I will rewrite the formula and write. Is this very clear? I'll just erase this and write the formula and start again. Mean is equal to A plus sigma Fi di upon sigma Fi. 150 plus sigma Fi di is minus 240 divided by 50. 0 and 0 cancelled. 150 minus 24 by 5. 150 minus 24 by 5. 5 4s are 20. So 4 remainder. 5 8s are 40. So mean is equal to 150 minus 4.8 is 145.2. Any method you do direct method, assumed mean method or step deviation method, this should be your answer. It will not change. Okay, you might get 145.2120 something, but it has to be the same answer. In statistics, always decimal points when we get plus or minus 1 or 2 points here and there is always considered, but usually you get the same answer. So answer is 145.2. So did you understand? Actually it is very simple. If you remember the formula well, according to the formula you can tabulate. And can you see how I have tabulated it in a box, right? The same thing should be done in your notebook as well in the examination. Neatly with the scale. This has to be done. That is how we represent the data, statistical data. Now the next one. Now the next question is, some unknown term is given. We will see that. So please make a note of this. All the calculations of the statistics, do it neatly at the below or the side wherever you have a space, and make very sure that this tabular column comes in one page correctly. Half column here and half column here is not accepted. Let's start with the next one. Let the formulas be here. Mean is equal to sigma fi xi. Okay. Third one. So in third question, the following distribution shows the daily pocket allowance of children of a locality. The mean of the pocket allowance is rupees 18. Find the missing frequency. Remember one thing always. Whenever a missing frequency is given, some missing data is given, do not try with any of these methods. You can do it. It is not wrong in doing. You can get the answer. But that becomes quite lengthier in subtracting, dividing and all. So, whenever any unknown is given, always use direct method. Please note this. Remember this. Any unknown term given, always apply direct method to solve. You can as well solve here and solve with this. No doubt you will get the answer, but the method goes very lengthier. So always prefer direct method. In examination, they will not tell you for finding unknown, use a particular method only. Usually the sums are asked, find the unknown factor. Use direct method there. So example third, pocket allowance. Daily pocket allowance is class interval 11 to 13, 13 to 15, 15 to 17, 17 to 19, 19 to 21, 21 to 23 and 23 to 25. Then number of children. Number of children, Fi 769, 769, 13, F54. If they have mentioned how many number of children? No, it is not mentioned. I'll tell you later. Next is class mark is xi. 11 to 13, very simple. It is 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Okay. So the next column will be Fi xi. First, here, when you add this totally, you get 44 plus f. Don't forget this f here. Numbers you add plus f. Write it as this. Then sigma Fi xi. 12 sevens are 84. 14 6 is also 84. 16 9s are 144. 18 13s are 234. 20 into F is 20F. 22 into 5, 110. 24 fours are 96. Okay? Add this. Sigma Fi Xi is equal to, numerical values when you add you get 752 plus, only numbers when you add, then what you have? 20F you have, right? Let us substitute in the formula now. Mean is equal to sigma Fi Xi upon sigma Fi. What is mean given? Mean is given as 18. That is equal to sigma Fi Xi is 752 plus 20F divided by 44 plus F. Cross multiply with this. So 18 of 44 plus F is equal to 752 plus 20F. 18 into 44 you get 792 plus 18F is equal to 752 plus 20F. 18F minus 20F is equal to 752 minus 792. Minus 2F is equal to minus 40. Therefore, F is equal to 20. What they have asked? The missing frequency they have asked. That's all. This is how you find the missing frequency. Understood? Prefer direct method. Okay. We'll do the next one. Fourth one we will do where the class mark will come in decimal. And I'll do one more sum where the given data itself is in decimal. That is seventh one. Two more sums I'll do here. So with that we'll wind up in the class. That means I would have done out of 9 sums, first, second, third, fourth, seventh one we have done in the class. Remaining sums for homework, please note 5, 6, 8, 9. Please write down this for homework. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Let me check. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 7 I am doing it here. 5 sums I'll do. 4 sums I am giving for homework. That is 5th one, 6th one, 8th one and 9th one. Please do that with your appropriate method. So make a note of those sums, children, quickly. I'm going to erase this. Let's see the next one now. Step deviation we have still not done. Let's touch the step deviation part now. Fourth one. 30 women were examined in the hospital by a doctor and the number of heartbeats per minute were recorded and summarized as follows. Find the mean heartbeats per minute using suitable method. So, number of heartbeats per minute, which is nothing but CI 65 to 68, 68 to 71, 71 to 74, 74 to 77, 77 to 80, 80 to 83, 83 to 86. Number of women. Fi. Two, 4, 3, 8, 2, 4, 3, 8, 7, 4, 2. Sigma Fi. How much they have given? There are 30 women in the hospitals, right? Okay. Then class mark is compulsory to find out. First find class mark. These three are compulsory given children usually here. Finish those things first. Class mark is xi. Now look at the class mark here. 65 plus 68 divided by 2. So when you find, answer is 66.5. Okay, so decimal what you get here. This is the first time what we are getting in decimal. The next is 69.5. Add lower limit, upper limit, divide by 2. That is how you get 72.5. 75.5. 78.5. 81.5 and 84.5. So 3 here and 3 here. Middlemost average. Before that, which method shall we use now? By step deviation method. In step deviation method also, I want assumed mean. Assumed mean is 75.5. Also, I want size of the class. Right? Count 65, 66, 67, 68. 4. But 68 is repeated in the next one. So size is 3. Size of the class interval is 3 here. Let's write the formula first. Mean is equal to A plus sigma Fi Ui divided by sigma Fi into H. We know what is U is. If you want to write here, where Ui is Xi minus A divided by H. This is what we are going to calculate now. Let us do that systematically. So, first what you have to calculate? Ui you have to calculate. Directly, Ui we can say Ui is equal to Xi minus A divided by H. See, one thing what you can do is in one step you can just say that X1 minus A. In the next step, that is answer divided by H you can write. It's up to you children. I'll finish off in one go only. Let us not do it again and again. Little bit calculation wise it will be more. Xi. What is your Xi here? This 66.5. I'll just show for one sum here. 66.5 minus 75.5. Actually, when you subtract this, right? So, how much do you get? You get the answer here as minus 9. Okay? 66.5 minus 75.5. You get answer as minus 9. Divided by H. What is H? H is 3. So what's the answer? Minus 3. Shall we write it directly there? Okay. So answer is minus 3. I have explained one. I will just give you the answers what I have calculated. Is this point very clear? Simple, like how we had done. Xi minus A divided by size of the class interval. Minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0. 1, 2, 3. Usually you have such values children, remember. And the last table, that is Fi, Ui. Fi into Ui. 2 3s are minus 6, minus 8, minus 3, 0, 7, 8, 6. Sigma Fi Ui is equal to this 3 when you add here, these 3 part when you add you are going to get minus 17. These 3 when you add you are going to get plus 21. So 21 minus 17 answer is 4. See, our calculation became so simple. Only thing is these numbers. That is why usually step deviation assumed mean method everybody prefers. Okay, let us substitute. Assumed mean is 75.5 plus FIUI is 4 divided by 30 into 3. 3 ones are 3 tens are 75.5 plus 0.4. 75.9 is the mean. Right? Very simple in calculation. This is how you calculate assumed mean, step deviation method. Okay, we'll do one more sum and we will end today's session. So, we'll go to question number 7 as I had told you. Okay. Let me erase this part. I'll only keep the formula, or that's okay. We can write it once again the formula wise also. And we are going to do that again by step deviation method only. Chapter is very easy. It is actually scoring provided you do the proper calculations and arrive at the right answer. 7th one and the last sum. To find out the concentration of sulfur dioxide in air in parts per million, that is, and the data was collected for 30 localities in a certain city as presented below. So, concentration of SO2, that is your class interval, 0.00 to 0.04, 0.04 to 0.08, 0.08 to 0.12, 0.12 to 0.16, 0.16 to 0.20, 0.20 to 0.24. Next, what you have? Frequency. Frequency is 499,242. After frequency, total is given as how much? 30 localities. It's already given. Is equal to 30. You add this has to come to 30. Class mark. Most common thing what we actually write always. That is xi. 004 to 0.00 to 0.04 is nothing but 0.02, 0.06. It's actually 0.1, 0.10 will take, 0.14, 0.18, 0.22. Okay? Let's find out assumed mean first by step deviation method we choose. You need to mention which method you are choosing always. By step deviation method. So, assumed mean A is equal to here. So, now just look here. These two will come in assumed mean, right? You choose whichever is best. 0.1 you want to choose or 0.14 you want to choose. It is up to you. Let me choose this. Anyone, children. Both are fine. This is also fine. That is also fine. So 0.14 I will choose as a assumed mean. If you want, you can try for 0.1 as assumed mean and do. Answer will be absolutely right. So what's the formula? Mean is equal to assumed mean plus sigma fi ui divided by sigma fi into h. Okay, h we have not written. Size of the class interval. Size of the class interval is 0.04. Just count. If you are getting confused, just count. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 are there. But this 4 is repeated here. That means it is 4. In point it is 0.04. Right? Our next aim is to find out ui is equal to xi minus a upon h. That is 0.02 minus 0.14 divided by 0.004. That is how we do it. I will give you divided answer only. So there you get one I will show you if you want. So 0.02 minus 0.14, you will get answer as 0.12 divided by 0.04. After 2, 4 ones are, 4 threes are. Sorry, this is minus. Right? That's how you are going to calculate it. I'll write the direct answer here. -3, -2, -1, 0. And when you get this pattern, it will be a reverse pattern always. 1, 2. What's your last part? I don't have a space since I've written formula. Sigma Fi Ui is equal to, so Fi into Ui. 4 threes are 12, 9 twos are 18, minus 9, 0, 4 and 4. Minus 12, minus 18, minus 9. When you add, you get and subtract minus 31. Let us substitute here. Assumed mean is 0.14 plus or minus will take off, minus 31 divided by 30 into 0.04. Okay, this is what you have it here. So first we will multiply 0.14 minus 31 into this. When you multiply, you get 1.24 divided by 30. 0.14 minus division, remove the zeros and divided by 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Though it is not divisible, try to divide it by 3 with the decimals there. 0.041 and finally the mean is 0.099 approximately. 979698. It's okay till whatever you got. Approximately you get the answer here. This is how you calculate mean by step deviation method. So we understood mean by direct method, assumed mean method and step deviation method. And to find the unknown frequency, which we do it only by direct method. With that we complete first exercise and also the first part, that is in measures of central tendency, mean, median and mode, we completed mean. Next we will go to mode and then with the median.